Hello, so I'm going to try and stream some Fallout 4 and hopefully my PC doesn't just crash today. The main thing I did was totally dust it out, which put absolutely shitloads of dust into the room when I did it. So I'm hoping that now, because all the components look, their actual colours and not covered in white dust, it might work alright. Yeah, I'm doing this one today because you might know that on Fridays, because I watch Weapon Collector's stream in the evening and I always make sure I have like a shower Friday evening before work Saturday and all that, I always tend to stream earlier in the day. Now my hay fever's been a bit of a bitch today, so apology if I sound all snotty. I've taken quite a lot of antihistamines, but it's still pretty awful. Okay, so on a really old PC unicycle, I'm hoping in about a week I can upgrade to a new one with the AMD Ryzen 3 series, but currently I'm on an FX 9590 and an RX 480. Right, where's Codsworth? Let's have him as a companion, because he says quite funny stuff. Let me just turn the in-game music down a little bit. Thank you very much, Laserpoint. A couple of things. YouTube's my primary source of income, and I also work weekends as a kitchen porter. So as you can imagine, in the summer, that's not a very fun job because it gets very, very hot. But yeah, it's in a very local business, so I don't have to go far for work. At least most of the people I work with are quite nice. One of my new masks came today. Cool, Mike. Why is the camera being hijacked? Oh, they've got a bobby pin, I'll take that. And there's my taxes, there we go. There's Codsworth. Yeah, I've got, that, like, Chinese respirator and goggles came today, and they actually came on a bit of card, so when I do a video I have to show the little bit of card it came on, because, let's see if I can go to Far Harbour yet. It's a IBM Model M Bing, one of the most sought after keyboards ever. Every key has a buckling spring under it, as compared to like a little rubber pad. Okay, let's go here and then just head north. What do you mean by that? Do you mean Counter-Strike or what? Your comment's a bit confusing. I don't actually have the radio on very much because I quite like the ambient music in this. There's no in-game audio. Can everybody else hear it? I can hear the in-game audio fine. What was your nightmare about? I had a weird one yesterday where I ended up being diagnosed with some sort of cancer in a hospital. But then they were like, well, we can't do the test properly because we don't have the money to do the tests. Very weird. Oh, auto pistol. I suppose that's just converted 10mm, isn't it? Like I said, I turn the in-game audio down because you're mainly hearing me talk, aren't you? Because it's a stream. I can turn it up slightly, but it's not actually very quiet on my headphones. There we go. Yeah, restarting a PC normally fixes most of the problems. Well, not all of them, obviously, but a lot of PC problems can be fixed with just a restart. What's that ammo I was looking at? I can't even see the corpse I'm meant to be looting at the moment. Oh, thank you very much, Laser. I do appreciate that. You can on the PC version in the INI file. That's what I've done at the moment. You have to open an INI file up, alter the FOV, and then you put it to red only, so Fallout can't change it back to a lower FOV. So I think I've got it set to about 85 or 90 at the moment. Some elements of the game do break if you put the FOV too high. That's the only issue of doing it. Just because I check the comments sort of every couple of hours. If I leave them too long, then I obviously can't reply to all the comments, but that's basically how I do it. And sometimes, annoyingly, I can't respond to comments if YouTube just doesn't show me them. Even, because sometimes you get that where YouTube will just kind of disappear comments for no reason. But yeah, what I do is I generally, when I get up, and then every couple of hours throughout the day, unless it's a day when I'm at work, I just open up the comments, reply to them, so I can keep on top of them when there's only, like, you know, 5 to 10 new comments every few hours. See you, Unicycle. But yeah, you have to read into doing it, but yeah, annoyingly they try and stop you doing it, because as I said, you have to set the file to red only. Because I was wondering why I kept changing my HUD colour the other day, and it kept going back to blue, but it was because it was blue the last time I set the HUD to red only, so I had to then take the HUD off of red only, sorry, not the HUD, the INI file, change the HUD, then put it back to red only. I suppose if you know all the commands, you can just manually, I thought that was a shotgun, but it wasn't, was it? You can do it that way, but it's easier just to change a lot of things in game and then set it to red only when you've got it how you want it. Yeah, that's a shotgun. Alright, and I've got that perk so I can breathe underwater and not take radiation damage, which is really useful. So let's use that to swim north. Sorry, is what better than Odyssey? Are you on about Assassin's Creed games? Because I've only played the first couple of Assassin's Creed games, I can never really get into them. Fun bit of trivia though, the Assassin's Creed games are actually, will I get rads for drinking the water? Or because I have Aqua Boy, I guess I don't. Oh, I do still. Okay, never mind, I won't drink anymore. But yeah, it was actually going to be a sequel to Prince of Persia, and then they kind of changed it a bit, so it was just kind of a spiritual sequel. Yeah, mechanical ones are a lot louder, obviously, because you've actually got the buckling springs under the keys, whereas a rubber grommet kind of thing doesn't make much noise. It does annoy some people, but I do really like the feedback of actually hearing typing. It's a bit like a typewriter. Works in a similar way to how a typewriter key works. I want to shoot it in the head of my crit. There we go. I mean, what you can do is if you buy a decent motherboard, you can still get motherboards that have the PS2 or PS/2, whatever they're called, sockets on them, because my motherboard's a gaming one, and even though it's obviously designed for fairly modern, I say fairly modern because, as we said, I've got a lot of outdated components in it, but it's got a PS2 socket in it. The problem with using a PS2 to USB adapter is that you can type faster than the keystrokes USB can record, so if you touch type, you'll find that you actually type faster than what it can process. Well, that isn't the case of PS2. They just changed to USB because it's overall more convenient, but PS2 is actually a better type of adapter for keyboards and mice. Now, the shotgun's called Le Fusil Terrible, but doesn't that mean it's actually a rifle? Because isn't fusil French for rifle? Like fusilier? Is there another dog? Yeah. Oh no, I hate these things. Suppose I better get a shotgun out. I'm playing on normal if anyone's wondering what difficulty I'm on. Ooh, shit, I forgot they blew up. Have I got any rad away? Yeah, I do. Good. I suppose that's fairly decent, but I don't normally use laser guns too much. Steal the metal bits from that would be good for crafting. I'm not going to use any cheats in this game because I'm streaming it. Yeah, I ended up buying the Game of the Year edition because I previously had it plus a couple of DLCs, but it ended up being way cheaper to buy the Game of the Year edition than buy the remaining DLCs. Far Harbour's very good. Right, okay. Far Harbour's right up. The place you go to Far Harbour's right up in the north there, isn't it? Let's follow the coast along. I know there was the cool one for Fallout 3 in New Vegas where you could have the Mysterious Strangers Magnum, which is the one that does like 9999999 damage per shot, isn't there? Or you can go in the creation kit and make items with custom stats. Yeah, Game of the Year edition contains all the DLCs. The little crap one that just had a few items to settlement building, and the good ones like Far Harbour and Yucca World, which are proper expansions. Yeah, Far Harbour's a bit like Point Lookout. That's why I'm walking north now to see if I can actually go there yet. Are there children of Atom here? Oh yeah, of course there are. With their fucking guns that irradiate you. Oh, look at that fucking gamma gun he's got. Do I have any automatics? That one. Radex, definitely using that. Rad away, rad away. I'm totally out of ammo for that, great. Take some more Radex, because it reduces your raz, and I might as well take a Psycho. Codworth disliked the fact that I took drugs. Okay. Cheers, laser. But yeah. 3.6 Rontgen rifles, I guess. I think gamma guns are at least worth a fair bit to sell, aren't they? Oh, something's going to explode. Oh, it's those radioactive things. Where are the rest of them? I can hear them shooting at me. There's one up there. For fuck's sake, I hate these gamma guns. Nope, the mic is not inside the keyboard. As I said, I've got an IBM Model M, but I'm sure you've asked me that before. I'm not in Point Lookout, that's in Fallout 3. The Far Harbour's pretty similar to Point Lookout. Good, he didn't want to move. That was helpful. Yeah, Fallout 3, some of the DLCs are quite good. I'd say New Vegas is by far the best Fallout game. But there's good bits to Fallout 3. Alright, that one's nearly dead, and they've run off. I'm still getting used to the fact in Fallout 4, like normal Fallout 4 and not 76, the guns don't degrade, because I keep thinking, oh no, I can't put that upgrade on, because my gun will degrade really fast. I'm like, oh wait, no, that doesn't even happen in this game. Oh. Alright, let's rush that one that's in the lighthouse. Still got horribly irradiated. Yeah, Dead Money with the exploding collars and everything. Yeah, I know a lot of people like Dead Money. I think it's got a good atmosphere, but sadly it's a bit shit in my opinion in terms of like the actual gameplay mechanic of it. Oh, combat armor. That's not even better than what I've currently got on. Right, hopefully that's the last of them, because Children of Atom in this are really annoying with all their radioactive guns. Oh wait, no, there's still another one. Because of course there is. Is he just running away randomly? Or has he run out of ammo or something? Yeah, I just use the old-fashioned military one. Oh, I've thrown a thing now, that was a waste. That boat's over there. Okay. I like the military gas mask as well, the one you get in the Assault Marine or whatever it's called, armour. It's another Children of Atom thing, isn't it there? So let's just steer well clear of that for now. Right, see you, Falcon. Do I have any shotgun ammo left? Yeah, just a little bit. No, I don't. I don't have any of that either. It's a lot better than it was at launch. I still think Fallout 4 was better out of the recent Fallouts. It isn't terrible. I don't think it's as bad as people said it was at launch, but it's not very well optimised and there's still lots and lots of problems with it. I don't have any cooked Mylock anymore. Ones that don't give you rads. Oh, never mind. bind that to a key for now. Yes, I want the chops, don't I? Not chops, that's the ones. Favourite that, put it on that key. Yeah, it's annoying that they did the voice protagonist thing in this, because it does ruin the immersion, doesn't it? Yeah, it's like the one that does more damage than my lurks, isn't it? Might as well do that while I'm here, or I could redo more shotgun shells, actually. Yeah, just skip through this and we'll just start the quest. There is game sound, stop moaning, Nazi.